Hello, this is James. How does one become an ultra athlete so that you may compete in the great arena? Every eye fixed upon your movements as you break new boundaries of sport, combining basketball and baseball and also basketball, but not football, because we're making free-to-play ultra athletes and we're not using ultra athlete midfielder. Well, aspiring ultra athlete must train his or her body, must honor his or her ancestors, and absolutely must eat his or her vegetables in the form of the Inmatos. So this deck comes to us from Dem Shoes, and it is appropriately titled Team Tomato. I am in the process of farming Hasselberry. I will make a Dinos deck as soon as I am able, but let us enjoy the glory of sport. So with our ultra athletes without the ultra athlete midfielder, we need to make absolutely sure that we have the tributes on the field. So that's why we have our special summons, our Dynatherium, and our Cherry Inmato. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can special summon up to 2 Inmato monsters from your deck. So even in the early game and in the mid game, you can have likely a tribute for one of the big ultra athletes monsters, because those are the only ones you can use if you're not digging the box a lot. So for our ultra athletes lineup, we're gonna have 1 dunker, 2 rebounder. A lot of times you want to go deep into the rebounder, but we're not always going to have extra athletes in the hand to summon off of his effects. We're only going to go 2, and we're going to go heavy on the Mighty Slugger, and then also with our Inmatos, our 2 and our 3, we can go into our Mateys, and that's going to be our main form of back row removal. We are going to have 1 Galaxy Cyclone, but we're mostly relying on buffing up off of the field spell and the attack declaration, back row blocking effects of Slugger and our Mateys. But this is free to play. How are we going to play this without all the ultra athlete stadiums? Well, we're going to take secret technology from DK's lab. We're going to use that. All right, we're going to use 2 UA penalty box, but this can work with only 1, and 3 of the Paleozoic Marella. So this is the high level move, right? The high level move is Marella. You dump the penalty box, and then you can banish the penalty box, search the UA stadium, and you can do all of that on your opponent's turn. So thank you, Dem Shoes, for Team Tomato. Let's slam some jams. Hero in second against Arcana, the biggest jam to slam. No trick up the sleeve, no blue eyes. We have a face down, and we're gonna set our own Cherry Inmato. Opponent has Paladin of the Felgrand, searching the blue eyes, White Dragon. Ooh, and we're gonna get just a little greedy. You're gonna see in a second that Cherry Inmato gave us 2 tomatoes for the Synchro Shokan. 3 plus 2 equals our Mateys, keeper of the boundaries. And you know what? We're gonna go for 1 more. We're gonna special summon Dynatherium, normal summon Cherry Inmato from our hand. 2 plus 4 equals what? You could use Powered Insectron from the new box. I'm using Flamevel Udoquizas for my level 6. Udoquizas powers up when it does damage, and our Mateys blocks that White Stone of Legend. The opponent has Blue Eyes White Dragon for the Burst Stream of Destruction, and it's time to pop that Marella. And then we're going to draw into our UA penalty box. We don't use Marella to dump the penalty box because we already have the field spell in hand. And we're gonna pop our field spell for the Marella from the graveyard. And that's another tribute fodder for our Rival Rebounder. Rival Rebounder change for Dunkage. Now it is time to slam the big jam with the Beatdown. We also have the penalty box. Dragon Knight of Creation is going to revive Dragon Spirit of White. Banishes the Ultra Athlete Stadium, but we are a scrappy team. We don't rely on the Ultra Athlete Stadium. We have that Beatdown, we have the penalty box, and we have go! Here we're on first against a rival team owner, a rival wealthy individual, a rival Seto Kaiba. We're gonna set our Cherry Inmato. Great free-to-play card. I love the Cherry Inmato. Opponent has the Drag Unit. Drag Unit, Militum, 4+2 equals the Guy Bulg, the Belly Spear. And Cherry Inmato is going to not Synchro Shokan. We're gonna Synchro Shokan. But anyway, Cherry Inmato, right? So we can Synchro Shokan, we can tribute these guys. All kinds of options off of the Cherry Inmato. And then there's the Marella penalty box. Search in the field spell, all in the opponent's turn, and then we can draw a card. And we draw our second penalty box, looking very nice, so this time, we're not going to Synchro Shokan. We're going to go into our Ultra Athletes. Because we have the penalty box, we have that protection. And Mighty Slugger is going to block the Guy, Bulg, Effecto, a little bit of Beatdown, extra damage. And you're getting greedy with the Cherry Inmato. Opponent only has a face-down monster. Drag Unit does not have great recovery once you blow your wad. And that is another goal for Team Tomato. And here we're going first against Teya Gardener. She brings the Holy Guard. 21 cards. We have Marella, penalty box, Cherry Inmato, awesome opening card. We're just going to fill up the back row confidently. Paleozoic Marella is going to dump the field of spell, and then we're going to search. It's going to dump the trap, and then we search the field spell. Clumsy D is going to Synchro Shokan 2+3 equals Armades, Keeper of the Boundaries. So if you don't draw your things, you have plenty of time you have plenty of resources for the Synchro Shokan. Opponent goes into Spell of Books. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, searches Spellbook Library of the Crescent, the bluffed Spellbook of the Master. We didn't need Armades at all. We should just get in there. Should have gone Goyo Guardian. Get Goyo Guardian and steal the, I think it was Charioteer of Prophecy. Anyway, Spellbook of Fate is going to banish my hard-earned Armades. Spellbook of Eternity. Okay, we know how spellbooks are played. Alright? We're going to go into our Dynatherium because the opponent did not preserve the resources for another Fate. And then we're going to go Marella. But we're going to do it cool. Alright? We special summon, get the Marella attack, and then we get a second Marella. You only get one Marella per trap chain, and that is how we attack for game. Oh! We are going second against Doggy Boy. Joey Wheeler, can he keep up? So we go Dynatherium and then just straight tribute for the Mighty Slugger. This is actually not a big deal, because as long as we can get another Ultra Athlete, then we're good. So we change out the Slam for the Jam, Slugger for the Dunkage. Activates the... That was actually very fortunate for me. Divine Wrath onto the Dynatherium, not onto the Dunkage when he activates his Destroy effect. And then we're going to get Penalty Box and then Tribute, because that was all. We still had our normal summon. We special the Dunkage, special the Dynatherium, and then we get our Marella for the Tribute. For the Slugger, opponent goes Impenetrable Attack to protect the monster. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect during this damage. Oh, step Udu. And we're going to activate the Marella off of that trap card. Now watch what happens. Slugger banishes, and we have lethal damage. Get in the doghouse, Joey. And finally, we have Bones going first. Bones is, of course, beneath Seto Kaiba's contempt. And we will show that today is no different. We're going to set that Cherry Inmato. Opponent has the Toon Kingdom. Uh-oh. Oh no. I remember when this was the terror. Alright, so the opponent doesn't attack because of Toons. Tribute for the Rebounder. Field spell searches the Dunkage. We're going to go for that Beatdown. Curse of Anubis, and we're going to search out, or not, we're going to summon a Paleozoic Marella from the graveyard. I really like benefiting from the opponent's traps. It's super fun. Gemini Elf causes us to discard the right monster, thank God. And then we're going to tribute for the Rebounder. Search a Slugger, and we don't even need it. So we're going to go beat down, and you know what happens next. Slam on the jam, and then we're going to destroy the Toon Kingdom, and Slugger can attack for game. So this is a really fun way to play Ultra Athletes on the Ultra Cheap. Thank you, Dem Shoes. Thank you for watching.